I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round, an adventure is always waiting. The storytelling means for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education, Library Services, Information Technology, Youth and Sports, and today we have our third Saturday of the month edition of Youth on the Go, which means during the first half we will bring you the updates and activities and all the information that we need from our ministry, and then in the second half of the show we will transition to the ECCB Children's Connection program. And so we know that we'll be joined by Ajerne at that time, and we look forward to interacting with her. I want to take this opportunity at the start of the show, though, to say congratulations to our two secondary schools for completing their sports meets. Charlestown Secondary had their sports meet on Sunday after the postponement due to the torrential rain, which caused them to reschedule their meet for last Sunday. And then Gingerland Secondary had their meet on Thursday. And so commendations to the athletes, the school leadership, the sports committees, coaches, student supporters, and the entire team, parent supporters as well, all persons who made a contribution to the sports meets. Of course, we know it is just the beginning, so there are many things happening, there are many things coming up, and we look forward to this week. This week has 3 major sports meets which we can expect to participate in, to support, supporting our athletes. We have our first primary school meet happening on Tuesday, and so we are encouraging you to support the Charlestown Primary School. They kick off the primary schools section of the meet, and so Charlestown Primary will have their meet on February 20th, this Tuesday, at 12:30 p.m. at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Right after Charlestown Primary, we return for Ivor Walters Primary School's meet at 1 p.m. at the Nevis Athletic Stadium, and that's on Wednesday. On Thursday, we go over to the Flats for the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School's meet, and theirs starts at 1 p.m. So that takes us through the work week. And then on the weekend, we have the Jinxing Up Classics. That is, and let me take some time out to explain to our listeners, some persons, we saw the flyer. The flyer was released yesterday. The Jinxing Up Classics is an event which is the brainchild of the Department of Sports and St. Kitts. It started last year. The defending champions for the Jinxing Up Classics is the Charlestown Secondary School. The CSS Lions are the defending champions for the meet, and the 8 public secondary schools on Nevis will compete in the Jinxing Up Classics. As I said, last year the meet was held on St. Kitts. This year the meet will be held on Nevis, and we expect to see participation from the 8 public secondary schools. This event is, because of the fact that the 8 secondary schools participate, is somewhat akin to or similar to the high school, inter-high school championships, with the exception of the elimination of the field events. So for the Jinxing Up Classics, we'll have all track events happening. There will be no field events happening during that weekend. The track events, of course, are generally very exciting, and so you can set your minds in order and know that if you're coming to the Jinxing Up Classics, that when you're coming to the Jinxing Up Classics, you can look forward to a high energy interaction. You can look forward to lots of excitement and a precursor to the TDC Inter-School Championships, which will also be held here on Nevis. In terms of costs, $25 for adults, $10 for children who are under the age of 12 or 12 years and under. Inside parking will be $40, and that includes the cost, the driver's ticket, so the driver will get in on that inside parking ticket. So let's walk you through it again. $25 for adults, $10 for children under the age 12 and under. Inside parking, $40, and that includes the driver's ticket. Any other passengers will just have to have their ticket, and they can present them to the person at the gate. I recommend that if you're going to do an inside parking ticket, that you purchase the ticket ahead of time, which makes it easier for you to just go and drive through, present your ticket and drive through. So Jinxing Up Classics, the event starts at 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, 25th February 2024 at the Nevis Athletic Stadium for the first time, and our defending champions come from right here on Nevis, the CSS Lions. They are the defending champions, and they're going to come back to try to defend that title. We want to see all of you out there supporting our athletes, supporting our students, and of course, as we we have two teams in this meet. We have the CSS Lions, who are the defending champions, and we have the GSS Panthers. So we have two teams in the meet from Nevis, and then the remaining 6 teams will come over from St. Kitts and will be part of that meet. 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 25th, 2024, Nevis Athletic Stadium, the place to be for the Jinxing Up Classics 2024. And so the tickets will be available during the course of next week, commencing on Tuesday. From Tuesday to Friday, you can purchase your tickets, and then from there, you would have to purchase at the event itself. So between Tuesday and Friday, you can purchase your tickets, and then you will move on to the event where you'll be able to purchase the tickets. Sometime between Tuesday or by Tuesday, we should have tickets at the schools as well. So we'll have tickets at the Gingerland Secondary School, tickets at the Charlestown Secondary School, the Department of Sports, and the Department of Education. So there are 4 points at which you can purchase tickets, and we look forward to having all of you there, as I said, supporting our students, supporting our athletes. Track and field season is the high energy season, and I think coming off of this week where we will see CPS, Ivor Walters, and EPPS having their meets, I think that would be a good way to close out or to start the following week. All right, and then as we continue with our meets for the week following, so after the Jinxing Up Classics, we'll continue with the school level meets, and during that week we can go on out and show our support for the Nevis Academy on February 27th, Joycelyn Liebert Primary on February 29th. Then we will go over to the NISS, the Nevis International Secondary School. They will be at the Bath Playfield for the EPPS Playfield for their meet, which is the flats. On that weekend, the weekend of the 1st, we will have the Carifta Trials. So on the 2nd and the 3rd, we will have the Carifta Trials happening here. That will be the final time, the last chance for our athletes to qualify for Carifta. We know that Carifta is held on the Easter weekend. So those will take us through to that second week. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll finish the calendar for the season, and then we'll share some other updates with you.
Sugar City St. Kitts, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. An hour passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's you on the go. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go.
Let's go, and welcome back to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I'm Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education and Talent. And today we are here with you. We are sharing some updates, some activities, some events, and we know it's the third Saturday of the month, which means at the bottom of the hour we will transition to the ECCB Children's Connection Program. Until then, though, we started sharing with you from the 2024 track and field calendar, and we're going to finish the sharing those pieces of information with you. We have the St. James. So when we go into the next week, we have the St. James Primary School will have their meet on March 5th at their field, the school's field. Maud Cross Preschool will be the second preschool, because Maud Smith already had their meet in January. Maud Cross Preschool will have their meet on the 5th of March at the ETW Park at 12 noon. On March 6th, we have the St. Thomas's Primary School, 1 p.m. at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. March 7th, Cicely Brown Integrated School, 1 p.m. Nevis Athletic Stadium. VOJN Primary will have their meet on March 8th at the VOJN Field at 12 noon. March 8th also, Gingerland Preschool, Hard Times Field. VNJ's Preschool, March 12th, ETW Park. March 13th, Maud Cross Prep will have their meet at the Nevis Athletic Stadium at 12 noon. And then on March 14th, the Naomi's Preschool will have their meet at the St. Thomas's Field. Montessori Academy will have their meet on March 15th at the Bath Field at 10 a.m. and Ines Rance Preschool at the St. Thomas's Field at 12:30 p.m. also on March 15th. Then we will segue into, and I think I missed one, so I'll have to go back a bit. So on March 9th and 10th, we will have the Nevis High Schools Championship, and we will see the high schools competing in both track and field events for March 9th and 10th. And then from March 14th through 17th, we will see the TDC Inter-High Schools Championship with 8 teams competing. All 8 public secondary schools will compete in that championship. The difference this year is that 2 of the first 2 days will take place in St. Kitts. So March 14th and 15th will take place on St. Kitts. March 16th and 17th will take place on Nevis. So the track events will take place on Nevis March 16th and 17th. As we continue, March 20th, Combermere Preschool at the VOJN Field. March 25th, Vernon Lou Preschool at the school's grounds at 1 p.m. Both meets start at 1 p.m. Charlestown Preschool, March 26th at 1:30 p.m. at the ETW Park. And March 27th, St. John's Preschool at the Bath Field. So we encourage you to support all of the schools, all of the events, and then the season culminates with the Nevis Inter-Primary Schools Championship on April 3rd. Some of us refer to it as the Mini Olympics. It takes place on April 3rd, 2024 at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. So that is the roster for the remainder of the season. Of course, we know that we have other activities outside of track and field, even though it seems like there's something track and field related every single day. There are other activities taking place. In fact, we have been speaking about the Leeward Islands debating competition, which will take place from February 29th to March 3rd, right over on our sister island of St. Kitts. So it's just a stone throw away, it's not far away. And we encourage you to support our sixth formers, the members of the Nevis Literary Debating Society, who will be competing and representing Nevis during this competition. In fact, on the first day of competition, we will see our students from Nevis debating during that first debate. And so on March 1st, the first debate will take place. Nevis will compete against Montserrat during that debate. And just to remind you of the structure of the Leeward Islands debating competition, it's a knockout structure. So you debate. If you win, you keep going. If you don't win, then you get a chance to watch everyone else for the rest of the competition. We don't want to sit on the benches. We don't want to sit on the sidelines. We don't want to sit in the seats. So we're hoping that our team Nevis will be ready and rearing to go and will be able to convince the judges that higher education institutions should ban the use of artificial intelligence in academic discourse. So we have the Nevis team coming up against Montserrat, and that is the moot. Higher education institutions should ban the use of artificial intelligence in academic discourse. We spoke a little bit about AI last week. For those who are not sure what AI is and how timely this moot is. Parents, if you have children in your house, you need to learn about AI. Lots of them are using AI to do their work. They're not using their brain. And while we can get support, we know when we used to Google things, Google will give us information similar to what you would find in a textbook, and then you would pick out what is appropriate, or even if the search narrows and it gives you points, then you would have to develop them. The various AI apps do a little more than that, in fact a lot more than that. They do the entire essay for the students, but what we're finding, as I said last week, is that many of the students are submitting work that is not their work. It does not reflect their level of work that they have done throughout the school term, and a lot of the assignments now are similar, which means that it is obvious that they have taken somebody else's work and given it as their own. Know that this is called plagiarism. It's an academic no, you should not do that. And outside of it being frowned upon in the academic world, as you go out into the higher education, and I'm speaking to the high schoolers and sixth formers, and as you go into the college and university setting, you will find that you can be penalized for taking somebody's work. In fact, you can depending on the class, most professors actually just automatically fail you for doing that. So we don't want to practice that. We want to practice using our brain. We want to practice applying critical thinking skills, transfer of knowledge and information. Debate 2, Anguilla versus Antigua. Social media is detrimental to the Caribbean region's cultural identity. Debate 3, which will take place on March 1st. The Caribbean region is adequately prepared to respond to future pandemics and health crises. On Debate 4, on that March 1st as well, Caribbean nations have sufficiently improved their education system to prepare youth for the 21st century challenges. And the finals, the winner of Debate 3 versus the winner of Debate 4. The feminist movement has become focused on attacking men rather than promoting the equality of women. And so that is what we can look forward to in the upcoming debate. Also, as we continue to look towards the expectation for the next few weeks, I just want to share with all of you a notice for our vendors, all of our vendors who conduct business or who have sales at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. You are reminded of several things, so let me read the notice to you. The notice to vendors who conduct business at the Nevis Athletic Stadium and the parking lot opposite the stadium, what we call outside vending. In preparation for the upcoming Zahnela Classic, the Department of Sports hereby reminds all vendors both inside and outside of their responsibility to remove all vending related items, tents, plyboards, pallets, umbrellas, umbrella stands, trash bags, etc. that are presently located on the premises of the Nevis Athletic Stadium and parking lot. All items must be removed by 3 p.m. on Sunday, 18th February 2024. Please note that failure to comply with this request within the stipulated time will result in the items being discarded at the Nevis Solid Waste landfill. Vendors are also reminded of the expectation to attend the vendors meeting on Monday, 19th February 2024 at the Pond Hill Community Center starting at 9:30 a.m. Thank you for your kind cooperation. So please, all vendors who vend inside and outside are asked to attend the meeting on Monday. And all of you are also asked to clear your spaces to ensure that the items are not disposed of. We're hoping that that is done and that we do not have any negative repercussions to this request. It is, in fact, a request where we expect you. The spaces are not set out or set forth or permanent for any vendor, and so those spaces should be cleared at the end of events. We are preparing for the upcoming interscholastic meets, and we want to make sure that everything is properly mapped out in order for you to receive the information that you need. And if you know a vendor, call a vendor, let them know that they're expected to be at the meeting on Monday as well. Okay, so we thank you for all those who have been doing well, who have been doing what they're supposed to do. For those, as I said, well-wishers who have been contributing to the various activities, we thank you and we appreciate the efforts, and we encourage you to continue to do the same. A gentle reminder, and we will have some time in the coming weeks to share in greater detail, but there's a gentle reminder that there are several scholarships currently open, including the NIA scholarships for financial assistance, the Taiwan ICDF scholarship, and there are several others that are currently open, and we will get some more information from the Ministry of Human Resources in the upcoming weeks. The UVI scholarship is also open, the OAS scholarship is open, the Taiwan MOFA scholarship is open, and the Edinburgh Napier University scholarship is open. So there are several scholarships that are available at this time, and we encourage you to go onto the NIA HR scholarships page. The Ministry of Human Resources will be able to share more information, as I said, with us in the coming weeks. However, in the interim, we encourage you to follow and to apply as much as possible for these various scholarships. And on that note, we are going to break, and when we return, we'll transition to the ECCB Children's Connection program, and then, of course, we'll be joined by Ajerne.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know, we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around, and adventure is always waiting. With storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the Go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
Connecting the children of our EC region.
everyone, and welcome to the ECCB's Children's Connection program. I'm your host, Zahnela Claxton, and with me is our co-host.
Ajerne, hi, good morning.
All right, Ajerne, what if I tell you that if you give me $50 from your allowance money, I can give you back $75 in 2 months' time? Would you give me the $50?
I would.
You would?
I hesitated.
You hesitated first, but you would. How much money did you make, or would you make, from your $50 in those 2 months?
I'd make an extra $25.
So that's the reason you thought about it and then you said yes, right? Because it was worth it. So your $50 would have made $25 in 2 months. This is one way that individuals, companies, and even governments make money. This is called investing. Let's take a quick break and we will learn more about investing.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They're starting us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real good living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
And hi there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the ECCB Children's Connection program, a program produced and delivered by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Today we are talking about investing. This is a big word. Ajerne, can you spell that word for our listening audience?
Okay, investing is spelled INVESTING. Investing. Again, investing is spelled INVESTING.
All right. And so, Ajerne, investing is an action you take with your money to make it grow. It's not planting it in the earth, though. It's an action that you take, and there are different ways that people can invest their money to make it grow. And so, Ajerne, if you bought a house for $1 million and you sold it for $2 million after 5 years, how much money did you make when you sold the house?
I made a profit of $1 million.
Okay. And so you make $1 million, like you said. And so, Ajerne, do you think you would consider investing? Is that something you think that you can consider after having these conversations and realizing that you could probably make a little bit off of it?
Yeah, I would.
All right. And that is indeed investing, because you invested $1 million to buy the house and got $2 million when you sold the house. When people invest in items such as houses and land, this is called investing in real estate. Real estate is any property consisting of land and building. So, the house in which you and your family live is a form of real estate. The land that farmers use to plant their crops is a form of real estate. The buildings in which businesses have their offices is also a form of real estate. And so that's another big word, and we're not trying to trip our listeners up or confuse them, especially the younger ones, when it comes to these words that we're using, and we want them to at least have an idea of what it looks like, what it sounds like. For those who are watching online, they can see the word on the screen. For those who are in studio with us, they would be able, listening via radio, you'll be able to write it down. So get your pencil, and Ajerne is going to spell it twice for us.
Okay. Real estate is spelled REALESTATE. Again, real estate is spelled REALESTATE.
And Ajerne, you know that, well, maybe our listeners might not know, especially those who are not seeing it on the screen. So we might have to help them to realize that it's actually two words, real and estate, and there's a space between the words so that they don't think that we meant real estate, one word. So perhaps we could spell it one more time, and we can say real after real and estate after estate, just to make sure they're clear. They might have written it down incorrectly for those who are just listening.
Okay, let me spell it again. Real estate is spelled R-E-A-L, real, E-S-T-A-T-E, estate. Again, R-E-A-L, real, E-S-T-A-T-E, estate.
Perfect. And so people also build houses and rent them out to other people. I don't know if you know of anybody who does that. This means that people pay the owners of the house to live there. They normally pay the owner every month. This is also another way to invest in real estate because the owner earns money from renting the homes to others. So, Ajani, what do you think of investing so far? Do you think that you'd want to invest in real estate in the future?
Yes, I would always want to own my own house. What I think of investing so far, investing sounds like a good idea, but it still sounds like something you have to learn to trust. Because if you don't trust the person you're investing with, you might not get an investment, you're just getting robbed.
All right. So one of the things, and of the examples given, I thought about the rental part of it. Where investing in a rental property means that you make a decision. You say, okay, I'm going to build or buy this house, and I'm going to spend the money, invest in building and buying this, or buying this house, whichever route you take. But I know after I've built it, I'm going to put it on rent. And that means that somebody's going to give me a monthly certain amount to use the space. Now this works out well long term, unless the person does something and the people do something that to really depreciate the house. It works out very well long term because you are able to pay off for the house without necessarily spending your own money, and you're able to then get extra money at the end of it. Once you've paid off for the property, you can get some extra money that becomes your own money because you've paid off for the property. So you don't necessarily lose. So that's another form of investing like that, right? And so there are other ways that people invest to make their money grow. One of these is investing in stocks or shares. And these are some words that are unfamiliar, right? They're unfamiliar, and so because our boys and girls have their pencils and pens ready and they have their paper, we're going to ask you to spell the word stocks for us twice.
Okay, stocks is spelled S-T-O-C-K-S. Stocks. S-T-O-C-K-S.
All right. A stock is a way that you can buy or part a piece of your company. Think of a company as huge as a huge pizza that is cut up into little pieces. The pieces are the stocks or the shares that the company offers people to purchase. When you buy the company stocks, you have invested in the company and you now own your share of it, or your portion of it, or your part of it. So you may be wondering how buying stocks in a company is investing. Well, the price of each stock you buy for the company does not remain the same. It may go up, and when it does, the money you invest in the company will grow. Let's look at an example. Name a very common or popular company here on Nevis.
Best Buy.
Okay, Best Buy.
Yeah.
All right. And so let's say that Best Buy is selling stocks at $1 each. You may decide to buy 3 shares of stock from Best Buy. How much money would you pay? $1 per stock? $3. Good. You would pay $3. 6 months down the road, the price of the shares of the stock for Best Buy could go up to, let's say, $2. How much money is your investment now worth?
$6.
So you realize it's going up, right? Your investment in Best Buy is now worth $6. The 3 shares of stock multiplied by the $2. What has happened to your investment, Ajurne? Do you think that you made a wise decision to invest in Best Buy based on the scenario that we gave?
Yes, I do.
All right. So that is something that, as I said, we have to think about. Your investment has, in fact, doubled in value. You started by investing $3 and now you have $6. So this would definitely be a good investment. When you put your money in items such as real estate and stocks, they become investments and could make you a lot of money in the future. So, Ajane, do you think you can start investing anything at your age?
Yes, I can, but not big things like stocks and shares, but I can invest.
Yes, okay. So people start investing as early as possible as long as they're able to do so. The earlier we start investing, the more time we give our money to grow and help to secure our future. We should not wait until we are much older to do so. Just imagine if someone waits until he or she's 40 or 50 to invest $1,000 to achieve $60,000 when he is 60 years old. If the same person started at the age of 20 and invested $1,000, the amount would grow to about $400,000 by the time he or she is 60 years old. The earlier you start investing, the more money you will enjoy in the future. For our moms and dads and other adults listening to us, if you want to learn more about how you can invest for a better future, you can visit the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange website at www.ecseonline.com for more information. So, moms and dads, we're sharing with the children, but we're also sharing with you. Ajane, will you tell your friends what you learned today about investing?
Yes, I will.
Okay, what do you think they'll say? Or what would you say to them, sorry?
Well, to persuade them, I'll tell them what we can start doing is start our own little business, like an entrepreneurship thing, and each month we could put into the bank or ask our parents to put into a bank account for us, so that by the time we're this age, we could almost achieve a certain amount of money so that we won't be in as much debt when it comes to college. And so if we want to apply for further education, we already have a certain amount of money set to help us.
All right, awesome. And so today we learned that investing is an action we take with our money to make it grow. Remember I said that we wouldn't plant it in the earth. It's an action that we take, and we went through what that looks like. We can invest in different things such as real estate and purchasing shares or stocks in companies. We also learned that starting to invest earlier in life is better than starting later. Starting early allows our money to grow over a longer period of time, giving us a larger amount of money. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back, and during that time we'll have our call-in segment when our boys and girls can call in and give the answers to the questions that we have.
Connecting the children of our EC region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
All right, so welcome back, and it's time for our Q&A, question and answer segment, our call-in time. Let's see, Ajane, for our friends, remember what we learned today about investing. So please call us, boys and girls, at 469-1616 or 469-1700 for a chance to win some fun prizes. All you have to do is to be the first one to call in and to answer the questions. And for anyone who has called in previously, I don't know if everyone collected their prize the last time, so just a reminder, prizes can be collected at the Department of Education. All right, Ajane, we'll read all 5 questions 2 times, and then we'll go down. Listeners, once we've read all 5 questions, you can call in and let us know which question you would like to answer.
Okay, the questions are: 1. What is investing? 1. What is investing? Number 2. True or false? Real estate is property that includes land and buildings. True or false? This is a multiple choice. Question number 3. Which of the following would be considered real estate? A family home, B, a house built to rent, C, a piece of land, or D, all of the above? Number 3, which of the following would be considered real estate? A, a family home, B, a house built to rent, C, a piece of land, or D, all of the above? Okay. 4, true or false? A company stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. 4, true or false? A company stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. And number 5, multiple choice. If you invested $3 in one share of a company and the price of one share goes up to $5, how much is your investment now worth? A, $5, B, $10, or C, $15? Okay, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, may I ask which question would you like to answer?
I'm answering number 1.
Okay.
Investing is an action we take to make our money grow.
Okay, that is correct. What is your name?
I didn't hear you clearly.
Repeat, please.
Ask her what her name is.
What is your name?
I'm answering number.
I heard that and you got it correct.
The name is investing.
Okay, what is your name now?
Malika Dalton.
Okay, thank you, Malika. You can collect your prize at the Department of Education. Have a lovely week.
I didn't hear you clearly.
Bye-bye. Okay, number 1 has been answered. Thank you, Malika, for calling. So, the available questions are 2, 3, 4, and 5. Number 2 reads, true or false? Real estate is property that includes land and buildings. True or false? Number 3. Which of the following would be considered real estate? A, a family home, B, a house built to rent, C, a piece of land, or D, all of the above? Number 4. True or false? A company stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, which question would you like to answer?
Question 2.
Okay, true or false? Real estate is a property that includes land and buildings.
True.
Okay, that is correct. What is your name?
Tajan David.
Okay, thank you, Tejan. Have a lovely week. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, we have 3 more questions left. Number 3, multiple choice. Which of the following would be considered real estate? A, a family home, B, a house built to rent, C, a piece of land, or D, all of the above? Number 4, a company stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. True or false? And 5, if you invested $3 in one share of a company and the price of one share goes up to $5, how much is your investment now worth? $5, $10, or $15? Okay. So we're waiting for callers, and I hope we all get through quickly because we really have to listen up for Oliver, okay?
Oh, Oliver, that's my favorite. All right, so boys and girls, we've heard from Malika and Tejan, as Ajani said, and we are looking to hear from a few more of you. Ajani, let's read questions 3, 4, and 5 2 more times each, and then hopefully by then somebody has figured out the answer for those questions. These are easy, listeners. They are actually true or false or multiple choice, so just listen keenly and decide which one you want to answer. So Ajani, let's do it one more time.
Okay, number 3, multiple choice. Which of the following would be considered real estate? A family home. B, a house built to rent. D, a piece of land. Or C, a piece of land. Or D, all of the above. Which of the following would be considered real estate? A family home. B, a house built to rent. C, a piece of land. Or D, all of the above. A company's stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. True or false? Number 4, true or false? A company's stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. Number 5, multiple choice. If you invested $3 in one share of a company and the price of one share goes up to $5, how much is your investment now worth? A, $5. B, $10.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Which question would you like to answer?
What?
Excuse me, which question would you like to answer?
Real estate.
Number 3.
Real estate. It was a piece of land.
Oh, okay. Which one? Tell me which question, please.
You did 4. Number 3. Number 3.
3? Okay. Number 3, which of the following would be considered real estate?
A piece of land.
C. Okay, that is not correct. Would you like me to read the answers, the options, so you can get another chance?
All of the above.
Okay, that is correct. What is your name? What is your name?
Tajana David.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Have a great week.
All right, and then we have 2 questions left with a few seconds left. So we have just about, let's say 60 seconds, a minute or so, that we will give to this. And then we will have to make sure that we allow our friend a chance to fly in a journey because we cannot miss Oliver. Okay, so questions 4 and 5 are the questions left, and we want to congratulate those who won prizes so far. Remember that you are to collect them at the Department of Education on Avis.
Okay, question number 4. True or false? A company's stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. True or false? A company's stock can be considered a piece of a company that someone can purchase and own. Number 5. Multiple choice. If you invested $3 in one share of a company and the price of one share goes up to $5, how much is your investment now worth? A, $5, B, $10, or C, $15?
All right, so we expect to hear from a caller. We are hoping to hear from a caller, but if not, Ajane, so far we've learned a good bit about investing today, and I think that our children can start thinking about whether or not they can invest or get some stocks or shares. Parents can think about it. Children might not have the startup money or the funds, physical funds to invest, but maybe they can invest in a company owned by their classmates. For example, maybe a classmate will be able to sell some shares, and I might have a company, and I might say, you can buy a share in my company for $1, and hopefully as time goes on it can reap some rewards.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Hello, good morning. Which question would you like to answer?
Number 4 is true.
Okay, correct. What is your name?
Isana.
Repeat. Could you please tell me your name again?
Isana Daily.
Okay, could you spell it for me, please?
Deesana.
Thank you. Have a great week, Desana.
You too.
All right, so we have to give Oliver a chance to fly in. We want to commend Tejana, Desana, and Malika for calling in. And we will now go over our friend Oliver will be able to fly in a second. But Ajane, do you know what it means to be courageous? Let's see what Oliver has to say.
Hi, boys and girls. It's the second month of the year already. And here we are, back at Oliver's treehouse. Today's wise word is courageous. Courageous means standing up for what you know is right, even when you are afraid and others do not stand with you. Children who have courage admit when they are wrong, make good choices when others do not, are kind to those who are unkind. Remember little David in the Bible who stood up to Goliath the giant? So boys and girls, when others encourage you to do something that you know is wrong, stand up with courage and say no. It's time to be courageous.
All right,
Your host.
Thank you, Oliver, for introducing our word for today. And being courageous is our ability to face danger, difficulty, challenges, or even pain without fear. Another word for courageous is bravery. And Ajane, have you ever had to be courageous because you were facing a challenge or encountering something difficult?
Yes, I've had to be very courageous many times. Sometimes the fear catches me because I do not like insects. I don't like things.
All right.
So I've learned to get over my fear of spiders. I can't get over my fear of roaches.
in time. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your experience with us. And who do you consider to be a superhero?
My mother.
Nice. All right. We often see superheroes in movies as courageous and we look up to them. But regular people we interact with every day can be superheroes too because they are courageous and they work hard to ensure that our communities are safe to live in. Can you think of anybody who works hard or any careers where persons work to keep us safe?
These are the doctors, the lawyers, the policemen as well. They work really, really hard. The policemen try to secure us from safety, from danger. The doctors ensure that our bodies are functioning properly. And then everybody else is there to keep this in check. The lawyers try to get us out of trouble. So in a sense, everyone's a hero, but they all have their different specific tasks to complete.
Wonderful. So being courageous comes from within, and we show it every day without even noticing sometimes. Convincing yourself that you will pass your math exam, although you do not like math, is one way of being courageous. Telling the truth, even though you are afraid of being punished, is another way of being courageous. And Ajane, can you think of any way that you can be courageous in any everyday life?
Standing up to someone who's hurting you or walking away from the wrong thing.
Perfect. And thanks for sharing with us. I'm sure that our listening friends can think of other examples. We have come to the end of another ECCB Children's Connection program, and we are so happy that everyone joined us today. Until we meet again, I am your host, Zahnela Claxton, and
I am your co-host, Journey Hodge.
Let's talk again soon, but until then, be courageous. Think about investing in your future and stay connected.